accomplished. You got it done. Talk about just kind of how you're feeling now. I guess you had a little time to let it set in. What's the emotion like for you?
I'm still trying to let it set in. It's been quite a journey for me. I've been in camp for almost 5 months now. I haven't had a break, so it was a little bit of a stress relief walking out of the cage, knowing that I'm able to take a few days off and then get right back into training. But it's just been nonstop for me. I've had 4 weight cuts in the last like 2 months. It's just been a lot. But I just want to give a quick shout out to my Fortis MMA team in Dallas and the guys that fought for the Legacy title. Miles, good job. You got that strap tonight, split decision, and Austin Lingo with the knockout.
What was the mentality like? Was it tough? I mean, you admitted that y'all were friends, and you're both kind of trying to take each other's dream away, I guess. What was the emotion like getting in there tonight?
Well, it's not necessarily trying to take each other's dream away. I think it was more that we embraced it together. We knew we were going to be in there, and we're like, no matter what, we'll always be friends. But the sport's losing the respect that the fighters should have for each other. So, once she walked in the cage and we looked at each other, I gave her a little bit of a smile, like, I'm ready to do this, and she felt the same way. So it wasn't a problem having to go in there and do damage, and I know she felt the same way too.
To accomplish this so early in your career, I mean, you kind of had to get an exception to go in, right? Only 2 fights. I mean, what do you think the key is? What is it about you that you were able to accomplish this with so little experience?
I think as far as the tough house goes, and then tonight, it's just more of a mental thing. Believing in yourself. It doesn't matter how many fights that you've had. It matters about the work that you put in, the time that you put in, and improving every single day, every single part of your life, in and out of the gym, in and out of the octagon. It's all about improvement.
I want to ask you about the finishing sequence because you were in trouble right before you won. It looked tight. Was it? I mean, was the arm in danger there at all?
Initially, it felt pretty tight, and I know Penny. We train together, so I knew she had a good arm bar, and I'm like, oh, I'm in her guard. She's gonna go for the arm bar, get caught in the arm bar. But when she went belly down, I actually felt I felt my arm being able to move, so I started to kind of shift over her, and even if it was tight and she would have went through it, I wouldn't have tapped. So it doesn't matter.
And last thing for me, I mean, what comes next? Your division's interesting, right? I mean, so far it's basically been the Chris Cyborg championship fight division. So I mean, obviously that would seem a little bit of a rush for you. So give me an idea. What comes next? Do you have an idea of an opponent, a time, a date?
There's no opponent, time, or date. I'm ready to get back to training. Take a few days off, but I'm ready to get right back into training and improve and work on. There's a few things I need to work on, and we're going to smash those goals and just get ready for whatever's next.